Evening guys and girls, this is just a follow-up video from my gameplay videos, sort of my conclusion of what I thought DBX brought to the game, I suppose. It was requested by Mithril, I believe. Okay, so firstly I'll apologise for the rules I did get wrong. Definitely the first armour check, I have no idea what I was doing there. The fan checks was completely forgotten about. I mean, that could have added a lot more brutality to the game, or potentially a bit more dodge into the game, or defence-wise. I think the cards are a very good addition. The Nasty Surprises cards, there is some really nasty stuff in there. I think one of the first things the cons used was the Shiv, which is 2 extra dice. I mean, if the Grogan's using that, that's 7 dice if you run into it. The defenders are already at -1 due to his threatening, so you can really do some damage with that. I know there's a lot of aggro on the Kickstarter about the pose, but I would not worry about the pose because that guy will destroy things. Although the Asterians, I actually thought they would run away with the score. I mean, I suppose they were a bit unlucky with where the ball went, but you know, they held up nicely. They can put the damage in as well with their backstab rule. And there was plenty of crates to push people into. With the beta setup, there was no way you could get across the board without setting some of those traps off, and you know, there's a very good chance you are getting hurt from them. Nice touch, though. I did like that. The four actions, it sort of means you're a bit not. I know Jake's commented on the idea of 4 actions is they're not a cohesive team as such. They're just rounded up individuals, hence the less actions. But you have enough. You have enough to hurt people, finish people off, and do stuff with the ball if that's your concern. But it doesn't need to be your concern with the way that Jacks can, well, anyone can dunk, well, barring guards obviously, can dunk the ball, so you can keep yourself. I mean, no longer have you got to worry about your skill 5 Jacks or strikers in case of the Vermin not being able to score and fluffing completely, because you can just go for the simple dunks, keep yourself ticking over with the game, and you know, it's a nice rule. I don't think it's necessary in Dreadball Original. You know, it's a complete different game as such, with the way you have to score and have to worry about keeping people alive. So I don't think it's necessary. But if it comes in, well, it comes in. You can't defend really on Dreadball Extreme. There's too much going on. Most of the time the traps will do the defending for you, because there's some touchy moments where you think, I've now got to put my striker into a position that he could die but score as well. So that was fun. What else did I get from it? Sponsors, that was a bit. I suppose I was playing against myself, so I had to keep track of 2 teams, but I don't think it added too much that I'd forget it all the time. And if I do forget it, it's not a massive impact. I won't lose a game because I forgot to do something with the sponsor. Injuries, nice and cool. They're just lying there, bleeding out. I mean, not the gruesome image, but the image of someone there hindering the game essentially, and either getting better or, you know, completely dying is quite a cool one. I know they just released the Medbot, so that should be interesting to see what they can do. Yeah. All in all, I like it. It's Dreadball, but not as we know it as such. And for the better, in my opinion, the hardest bit's going to be deciding whether I prefer Dreadball Original or Dreadball Extreme, because they're just going to be different. On that as well, I did notice that for Dreadball Extreme, whereas in Dreadball Original you care about your players, Dreadball Original you've got to kind of be a bit cruel and callous and think, well, I've got to do this to make way. If that's setting off a trap, well, that's that's what you've got to do. So I hope you enjoyed the conclusion, hope you enjoyed the videos, and thanks to everyone that watched it. Until next time.